Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Women in Security Navigate Her Coffee Chat series. I'm Beth Anderson, and alongside me is my co-chair, Emma Barkley. We're thrilled you've joined us today for a relaxed, candid conversation about building successful careers in security. Our goal is to connect you with inspiring stories, practical insights, and real-world advice from leading women in the field. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive in.
As we start kind of our Women in Engineering series for Women in Security Forum and our coffee chats with Navigate Her, I want to give you guys a chance to introduce yourselves. So Maya, you want to introduce yourself and what you do for your team?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Maya Sears. I am a mechanical engineer too at dormakaba, located in Indianapolis, Indiana. I am on the product development team. So my team is the one that is introducing new products and doing all the patent work and the creation and design and testing behind it. So that's what I'd be doing. Yeah.
Very nice. And Maddie, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm Madhuri, and I have been working with dormakaba for 4 years now, and I lead a team. I'm basically a product owner, so I lead a team of two products. So we have one that is a cloud-based IoT-based device platform, and the second one is really like a software solution, both into access control and in the multi-housing industry.
Very nice, very nice. So I have a few questions for you guys today, just to kind of dig a little bit deeper and certainly introduce you guys to the Women in Security Forum as we talk about this coffee chat. So Maddie, how did you first become interested in the security technology in solutions?
So I'd have to give all the credit to dormakaba for that, because this is my first company where I landed a security job, and it was really an eye opener for me as to how important a lock on the door can be. So that was my calling when I joined here. So
very nice. Yes. No, it's amazing that kind of purpose that we have in the security industry, right? And the importance of what we do. So Maya, what was your defining moment when you realized engineering was your calling?
So when I was in the 8th grade, I remember it very distinctly. I took my very first engineering course, right? So it was Introduction to Engineering. It was through Project Lead the Way through it was through the high school, but they taught over at the middle school in 8th grade. And I used CAD software for the first time, and I use CAD in my job now all the time. I used Autodesk Inventor for the first time, and all of us had to make a water bottle, which is not very exciting when you think about it. But at the time, I was still going through, oh, what do I want to be when I'm older? And I had a knack for math, and I'm very analytical. So I touched a CAD software, and I was like, oh, this will be fantastic. So I took some more PLTW classes and ended up going the engineering route. So it was definitely then that I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely be an engineer.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's great when you have those defining moments, especially at that pivotal age, right? So
yeah.
So for both of you, I have a question. So women have incredible qualities and strengths that they bring to the workforce. What unique strength or superpower do you bring in engineering or in the security industry in general? So we'll start off with Maya. You want to go ahead again?
Sure, yeah. I think for me, a lot of the time, I'm very out there with like detail. Detail for me comes very naturally, and it does not come very naturally to a lot of my colleagues. The detail and the multitasking parts of it, I think, are very easy for me to keep tabs on what needs to be done, what things need to look like. Where something might not be like fully complete or fully analyzed. I think that is something that women are naturally very good at. So I think that that's where I really shine in terms of like soft skills and bringing stuff to the team.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So how about you, Maddie?
And so my superpower is really into being a gatekeeper, or I like to call myself as a transitional leader, right? So because I I like to get into the details, but also I have the ability to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. So like a whole system. So like I said before, I lead a team of a product that is an IoT based platform, right? So there are various aspects to it, like the cloud, then there is the device itself, and then there is like the partners that are selling it. So my ability to zoom out, but also get into the right amount of detail is what defines me.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Those are great strengths and superpowers that I think are definitely qualities that women have and really bring to the workforce and make it a better place, right? So Maya, what advice would you give young women considering a career in engineering, and specifically in the security industry as a whole?
A lot of the times, so I've been to different conferences and I've been asked like, how did you as a woman even get into engineering, let alone into the security industry? And I think a lot of it has to do with using my voice. I think when I became an intern at dormakaba, and that's ultimately what led me to the security industry because I didn't know what the security industry was. My degree is focused towards aerospace engineering, and that's what I was intending to do initially. Um, Joining my internship and coming onto a team of all men. I'm still the only woman on my team. I was very intimidated to use my voice and speak up and say what I thought, and I was also afraid of being wrong or failing. And I think that it's very important for women to use their voice, be loud about what they think, even if it's loudly wrong, and be willing to accept whatever feedback comes that way, or no, this is correct, or no, actually, you're right. You have a good idea. I think it's the using of your voice is something that women will typically struggle with in the male-dominated areas. So for me, I would advise younger women to use their voice and be louder. And honestly, if someone doesn't like that, then that's not where you're supposed to be anyway, probably.
No, absolutely. And I can resonate with that completely because I think
Yeah.
that the biggest thing is it's intimidating when you're especially there with older men or older
Mhm.
individuals that have more experience and you have a thought or an idea and you are concerned with kind of bringing that thought or idea in front of people that
Yeah.
have a lot of experience. And so really empowering somebody to speak up or pushing someone to expose that idea, that can really propel them in a good direction and set them up for success in their career for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, Maddie, what emerging technologies and security excite you the most?
And so lately there's been a big shift in the way the security industry sees threats, right? So before everything was being seen as a threat from the inside, but now I see a big shift in viewing threats everywhere. So there's like zero trust based systems, right? So you have password less authentication, you have identity as a service. You don't just trust, like passwords. You're also looking into the human factor of it, and how you're trying to look at the threats that come in because of different human behaviors, so that those like IDS, like identity as a service, password less authentication, like all of these things, they are really, really exciting. And yeah, like we're trying to build physical access control with cloud-based authentication. It's amazing where the industry is going.
Yeah, no, I think it's amazing to see. I started in industry 14 years ago, and so and came from the IT industry, and to see that shift of going from more of a physical mindset in less of that IT or cyber kind of mindset, and to see physical security and IT and cyber security really meet each other in the same place. I love that convergence, and I think it's a great place that we're going, and really shows that it's end-to-end security, right?
Yes.
And kind of taking more of that human, that where a human is concerned with their passwords or other things to that sorts, and taking some of that processing out and making it more automated so that it's more secure, right? And everything to that sort. So I think that's a great emerging technology, and a great place that we're going as an industry as a whole.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I also forgot to mention like the big buzzword nowadays is AI. So I am very excited to see where AI threat detection is going to go. Like that's a path that everyone is talking about, but yeah, we'll see where it leads us. So that's we already are talking about so many like AI ideas in our products, and it's amazing what we can do with it, right? So
yeah, no, it's an enhancer, right? So I
yeah,
think security is
absolutely.
going to always have the human element. We always need people by
Yep.
it, because we're working with people, right? That's what security is identity, identifying threats of individuals. But if we can take some of that human processing time out, and really get down to what the threat is, then we're really securing our spaces. So.
Yep.
Well, this has been a great conversation. Thank you so much, Maya and Maddie, and
Thank you.
the dormakaba engineering team. I know we'll be meeting with some more of your team later on in the Women in Engineering series. So again, thank you for your thoughts. Thank you for sharing your time today. And we look forward to another Women in Engineering coffee chat. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for joining us today. I'm Emma Barkley, and this has been a Navigate Her coffee chat with my co-chair, Beth Anderson. We hope you found today's conversation inspiring and useful as you navigate your own path in security. Don't forget to subscribe or follow us for upcoming sessions, and feel free to reach out with feedback or topics you'd like to explore next. Until next time, keep learning, keep connecting, and keep leading.